Hi legends, how is everyone doing? Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Let's analyze the price of Bitcoin. That double 1-2 combo that we spoke about yesterday did not play out and is now being invalidated. So still just ranging here at the moment. Quite important bullish level that we've broken over here, but price is just refusing to move down here. So what can we expect for the price of Bitcoin? Where are the signs of strength where we could consider long entries back to the upside? And welcome in the house. Also a couple of YouTube comments that I would like to address and just chat about. So today's live stream is going to be a little bit shorter than usual. I'm going to try and get as much education and levels in here as possible, and then we'll call it a day. Okay, but thanks for joining. Appreciate every single one of you here. Julian, hi. Legends, welcome. Dave, how's it, 𝗬𝗍𝗿? I'm fantastic. Thanks for joining. 𝗬𝗏 1, hey man, how's things? Very well. Valerie, as always, in the house, together with Mr. Dev, and I think Mr. Big Brains will join just now. I see him always here as well. Hi, 𝗬𝗍𝗿, how are you, Valerie? Fantastic. Dinesh, hi, 𝗬𝗍𝗿. Hi, 𝗬𝗍𝗿. Hello, and thank you for your time. Fast. Okay. Legends, let's analyze the price of Bitcoin here together. Let me share my chart. Everyone can see that. Legends, I just want to make you guys aware. Irina, welcome. Sometimes this screen gets stuck. Okay. If it gets stuck, just please send some heart emojis or something just to get my attention, and I will refresh it. I'm not sure. Sometimes I'm talking, I'm drawing lines, I'm doing analysis, and then the screen here gets stuck. So I have raised this with the software company that I'm using over here as a bug that they need to fix, because that's quite frustrating. So if it gets stuck, because often I am so focused on the charts that I'm forgetting to look at the feed, and then I see the feed get stuck. This morning, in the, just some personal info, this morning I did quite a lengthy update, and it turned out to be a 4-minute update because the last 11 minutes of the update, the screen just got stuck. And I was just like, I'm not going to redo all of this. I'm just going to send you guys what's important, the Bitcoin analysis. Okay, so quite frustrating, but let's analyze where we are. What are some of the levels from a bullish perspective that I will consider to enter longs? And right. Also a little bit of education over here, and then a couple of comments I would like to address. Right, legends. I'm here on the 15-minute time frame, and we are dancing around. Can you guys see where we are dancing around? We are dancing around the 0.618 level in confluence with a daily level. Okay, this morning during my update, I'm not sure if that was part of the portion that got sent out. I did mention, okay, that we have some high time frame candles like the 1 hour. If I if I zoom into this price action over here, okay, so just so that everyone can see this clearly, we have a 1 hour body of the candle that closed below the daily level, and that's usually considered bearish for momentum to continue to the downside. And what's frustrating about, usually you want to close the candle below and you want to continue momentum to the downside. That's the nice scenarios, how they often play out. You have a daily level, price comes up, it taps it, maybe it makes a double top over there, it comes back for a retest, 618 when you take a fib from the low, and then it moves, it moves. But now we're just consolidating over here, and I do spot some bullish CVD building up here, but I'm not convinced just as yet. We are still up and down through this daily level, but definitely a long attempt. If you wanted to attempt a long over here, we are at critical level. Okay, so if I'm attempting a long over here, I will definitely do it with good risk management. Okay, so as you can see here on CVD, right, I'm here on the 5-minute time frame. I like to look at the local bearish or bullish CVD, and maybe perhaps before I discuss this CVD, I want to go here onto the 1 hour and just show everyone something over here. Okay, a lot of people, okay, and this is often the mistake that they make with CVD. I just want to quickly point this out. When you look at the 1 hour wave over here, people will look at this and say, okay, bullish. Okay, bullish, you need to claim the highs, which we did. Tick, we claimed the highs. CVD playing out to perfection. And now we have bullish CVD again. Okay, I think we had bullish here on blue as well. And now we have bullish CVD again. Okay, or you can even take it from this pivot to that low. You can see that we have massive bullish CVD building up on the 1 hour time frame. The rule that you have to remember is that once you've made CVD against a specific point, these 2 points over here, okay, once you've made CVD and it played out, this tick, okay, this point becomes weaker and it decreases the probabilities that you are going to form bullish CVD. Well, when you form bullish CVD like we're doing now against the same pivot, because it already played out with this high, it becomes less probable. Okay, but still a possibility. The odds are like 55-45. So there's still a high probability that the CVD can, or a higher probability that the CVD can play out. But ideally what you would have wanted to see is you would have wanted to see a higher low over here against the new pivot that formed over here for continuation to the upside. And that's what I was waiting for yesterday. And we almost got it. We almost got it. And then we lost to this level over here. Okay. And right, legends. So although a lot of people will look at this price action, okay, and they will say we have bullish CVD, and then they go long. What is more important than the bigger 1 hour time frame that I've just shared with you, okay, is local CVD, because during this entire move down we had bearish CVD building up. So when I go onto the 5 minute time frame, let me show you what I mean. Okay, let's zoom in here a little bit. Let me show you guys how you spot the CVD. Okay, so let's start. So against this pivot and this pivot, we had bullish or bearish CVD. Okay, and again against this pivot and this pivot, we had bearish CVD. Okay, so you can see as price is moving down, we are continuously on the lower time frames making bearish CVD, countering the bigger bullish CVD on the 1 hour time frame. And that's why I always say that local CVD on the smaller time frames like the 5 minute and the 3 minute is more important, because that tells you what price is going to do in that given moment. Okay, here you can also see higher low and price action, CVD moving up. Okay, bearish CVD pushing the price down every time to come and claim the low between the two pivots. Okay, was there? Okay, there was no bearish CVD between these pivots, and this is where we're currently finding consolidation. Right, now when I zoom into this price action, this is what I wanted to show you from a local perspective, is that we are seeing some bullish CVD building up. Okay, low, 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 CVD moving down. Now you have to remember CVD is moving down. Okay, we had CVD between these two pivots, but the high already got taken. So now I'm looking for CVD against this pivot. I don't look at this one anymore. Okay, and we still have bullish CVD building up, but we haven't claimed this high. So there's still a chance that we can come and claim this high unless we start building bearish CVD again, countering the move, and then we can move down again. So that in a nutshell is how you read CVD. I hope that makes sense. Okay. Right, legends. So basically the point that I was trying to drive across here, where we are at the moment, and although the daily level is here above us, or somewhere here, okay, we're chopping through that daily level, I am spotting some bullish CVD, local bullish CVD building up, but not on blue yet, only on orange or yellow. Okay, I really like when you see bullish or bearish CVD on both lines. That's like that double confirmation, okay, that you want to see. Okay, right, legends. So based on the bullish CVD that built up, I mean, if you caught the low over here from a SFP perspective, okay, well done from this local high over here. Okay, so for me, the best entry on this trade was this claiming this low over here, swing failuring from the low. You're trying to break through, okay, and then you get acceptance back above, and you retest the level, and now we're currently consolidating. Like, it looks like the price is waiting for a decision, and perhaps that is, what is the time right now? I want to see something here. Economic calendar, we've got FOMC minutes, 8 o'clock. What is the time now? Oh, it's 8 o'clock, so the minutes are being read or came out. So we have some high impact news at the moment. So it looks like, but I think what I'm trying to say over here is it looks like the market is waiting for something to happen over here. And this is not an easy level, Legends. What I discussed with our Legends trading community this morning is to say that I wanted us to, so I got stopped out today. You know, as a trader, we get stopped out many times, but it's good risk management that keeps us in the game. I got stopped out with this price action. Let me show you guys, okay? We tapped the daily over here. We tapped the daily. We left wicks behind. I entered here, and I had my stop loss below the wicks. And I was like, okay, cool, that's nice. I'm waiting for the retest, and ideally you want to tap here the 618, and you want to continue to the upside. And then we smashed down, stopped me out. Okay, I lost very, very little capital, less than 1%, I was 0.3% of my capital on this trade. Okay. And that's why I always say never risk more than 1% of your portfolio, especially if you're still starting out, okay? Experienced traders will go up to about 3% of their portfolio per trade, but I recommend 1% or even less if you're unsure about a specific trade. Okay, so I got stopped out this morning, and then I was like, okay, well, now I'm going to sit on my hands and just wait for price action to play out. And then what I told the Legends this morning in the community as well is to say that, well, this is going to be a really, really tricky scenario over here, because now we have candle closes below the daily. We have a high time frame, 1 hour, even a 4-hour candle close below the daily level, and we have a swing failure pattern from this low over here. Now you're going to find yourself, so if you are a trader that's going to play the swing failure pattern, you're going to find yourself in a wedgie scenario, okay, where you are squashed between resistance and where you have longed from. So definitely when you come back up to this level, I will consider it a scalp where you enter tight stop loss, you move your stop to break even as soon as you're in profit, and you take profit as soon as you hit resistance. Okay, and maybe you can leave some of the position open for higher levels. Right, so Legends, that is the trading scenario that played out that I shared in the Legends community this morning. For those of you that would like to join the Legends community, first link down in the description. If I zoom in here, first link, you can go join the Legends community, go read through this page over here, and you can get started. There is a free section and a paid for section. And right, also my favorite exchanges that I used to trade on. My favorite exchange at the moment is Bluffin, 80k bonus. I believe one of the largest bonuses offered by anyone, depending on how much you deposit and trade, and no KYC. Okay, so down in the description, come sign up, come trade with me. Let's get back to the analysis over here. Right, Legends. So, not an easy level over here, Legends. When I go back here onto the 1 hour, okay, yesterday, I just want to do a quick recap of what happened yesterday. Okay, so let me switch on my trend lines, and I know it looks messy, okay, but I will explain it so it makes sense. Yesterday, we were explaining this 1-1-2 combo over here, okay, or hoping with good risk management for this 1-1-2 combo to play out. And they had 1-2, 1-2, and we're hoping for that third massive explosive wave here to the downside. And then I had a FIP here, and I told everyone, okay, first level, last line in the sand for me will be the 0.88 level over here. But to play it safe, I would take my FIP onto this low, and we hit the 0.88 level over here. And obviously now we've taken the low, so the 1-1-2 combo here to the upside is invalidated, which tells me that this price action here is a corrective structure, not an impulsive structure. I'll be honest with you guys, this does not look impulsive here to the downside, and this does not look impulsive here to the upside, because we didn't hit critical levels that we're supposed to hit from a Fibonacci perspective when you consider Elliott wave theory. Okay. Right. So Legends, to keep things simple, okay, if I go back here onto the 15-minute time frame, you're not bothered about resistance and supports and those type of things, okay. I am tracking this momentum. This is why I've got so many trend lines over here, okay, and I need to set my alarms. I'm tracking this momentum here to the downside, okay, for potential long. I will sit on my hands and I will observe the price action when we break this level. Once we break this level successfully, then I'm tracking this momentum here to the downside. Okay, so perhaps, let's see what happens. It can be a rejection or it could be a breakout, right? So trading opportunity, and then let's see how this happens. But I mean, we have to acknowledge, legends, that if I zoom into the 4-hour time frame over here, okay, and I look at this general trend that here goes here to the downside, you can see that we have broken out, but now we are currently trading below this trend. Okay, so I want to see us get acceptance back inside of this trend. At the moment, we're below the trend, which increases the probabilities that any bounce to the upside is most likely corrective, and we're going to come and take this low once again. Okay. Another level that we need to keep in mind, legends, is regardless of what the scribble that I'm drawing here in the analysis and all the daily levels that I can just quickly switch off here, we still have this trend that's untapped, okay, from a larger time frame perspective. Do you guys see this trend? Okay, still an untapped trend. So perhaps the price of Bitcoin still needs to either consolidate sideways until it touches the trend, or it needs to, I would like to see us tap this trend before we get bullish continuation here to the upside. Okay, that third touch is usually the magic touch. Okay, and right, let's go back here onto the 1 hour. Let me go through some comments here quickly. Say hi to the beautiful community. 𝗬𝗏𝗽𝗍, can I ask how long you keep your levels on your chart, for example daily, weekly, fibs, until is tapped? Yes, so from a daily perspective, okay, if I zoom into this structure over here and I switch on, let me just clean it up here a little bit. Okay, if I switch on my daily levels, where did I put them now? Yeah, okay, as soon, okay, this is maybe a good example over here. Okay, as soon as this daily level is now tapped and it's not offering support or resistance anymore, I will remove it by the next day. So this daily level got tapped today, and then by tomorrow I remove it. Okay, this is still an untapped daily level. If we tap this level by tomorrow, then the next day I remove it. Once a daily level or a weekly level has been tapped, okay, it's invalidated. Okay, for that moment it is valid, and you need to take a trading decision when it gets tapped on the level, but then I take it off. Okay, right, it becomes a lot weaker, and then you start looking for obvious, basic technical analysis. You start looking for obvious levels of support and resistance, like I can see over here. Okay, if you draw a line over here, okay, support, okay, wait, support, you broke through, you got back in, support, you can see how important this line is. Okay, basic horizontal support and resistance. We eventually broke out, support, we lost it, and now we're retesting this level as resistance. So from a horizontal resistance and trading perspective, for me to flip nicely bullish over here, I want to see us break this level. Okay, like we did over here, you want to see break the level, you want to see a retest, and that is a decision moment whether you take the trade or not, obviously with good risk management, no financial advice. So I would want to see us break this level, retest it, and I will have a decision moment over here whether I take this trade. Ideally, I would like to see some bullish CVD between those two pivots. You might not get it, but definitely I don't want to see bearish CVD building up. Okay, and then we could expect some momentum here to the upside to this underbelly resistance. Okay, this order block could offer resistance where you have a three-wave structure, 1, 2, 3, that could offer a rejection back to the downside. And yeah, I think this is going to be an important, very important decision moment over here, legends. Could potentially be a great shorting opportunity in this area. Okay, you can also see when I draw a line, I know my chart's starting to look messy. You can see resistance, trying to break through, resistance, eventually you break through, support, you break through. You have a line, okay, resistance over there, and then what you're waiting for is to break, a retest. That's where you're long. This is where you take profits. Okay. Ooh, a lot of drawing over here. Let's just clean this up. Okay. I hope that answered your question. 𝗬𝗏𝗽𝗍, I hope I answered your question. Rudy, Leighton, hello traders. Hope you're all having a nice trading time. Thanks, Deal, for all the alpha. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Thanks for joining the stream. Hmm. Should I attempt to pronounce that name, Tinwala? I'd rather just stick to the second name over there. Historically, August and September are bearish months for Bitcoin. It's either bounce in July or show slow grind towards the upside. Hi, Mr. Andy in the house. Let's go, 𝗬𝗍𝗍. Thanks for joining. Andy did an amazing live stream here before me, so go check it out if you haven't seen Andy's live stream. Thanks for joining. Andy, one of the best range traders that I have seen ever, I suppose. Okay, I don't want to blow up Andy too much because I know he's a very humble person and he will never admit it, but Andy is a great range trader, so go check out his channel if you haven't seen him. He's here in the comments. Legend in the house. Okay, so legends, this is basically the scenario that I'm looking at right over here. Okay, obviously, if we do find strength and momentum here to the upside and we do break this key resistance area over here, okay, I want to see how we're going to react at this daily level. But I mean, if we're going to have price action like we're having over here at this daily level, it's going to be a difficult one. Usually what you want to see is, okay, you want to see the break of the level over here. For me, to have certainty that we're going to reach this level over here is, I want to see us break this level, okay, retest this area as support, okay. Potentially you could break it, SFP, retest it as support, and continue the momentum here to the upside, where you know this is a scalp trade here to the downside. Definitely, I'll leave some of the position open for potential lower levels, as this could also be a 1, 2, 3 here to the downside. You just never know, or an ABC. You just never, you know, whether it's a 1, 2, 3 ABC. I don't care. We play volatility to the up and to the downside. Right. Okay, legends. So lastly, what I wanted to tackle over here is this structure to me really does not look impulsive, because if this is a 1, 2, and this is a B flat, A, B, A, B, C. This C, you know, Elliott wave theory is also about look and feel. What you want to see from an impulsive perspective is you want to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's an impulsive structure, 5-wave impulsive structure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, what is this? 1, 2. The second wave is incredibly long compared to the first wave. So when I take a time fib from the start of this impulse to the end, to the high over here, you can see it's 6 times longer than wave 1. Ideally, you do not. 3, 4 is already becoming in invalidation area. So you want to, the second wave should ideally end here by the 1-to-1 ratio, mostly here by the, no, not mostly, ideally not at the 2 ratio, but it's still valid, and a maximum target here at the 3 ratio. Okay, but 1-to-1 and 382, 618, 1-to-1 is ideally where we would have wanted to see the bounce over here. Okay, 1, 2, 3. That's where you wanted to see the bounce, and then this started happening. All very confusing. So it tells me that this structure is corrective. Okay, I don't see any impulses to the upside. I also don't see any impulses at the moment to the downside. Okay, right. This also looks like stairs, you know, stairs. I don't see clear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't see clear impulses here to the downside. This looks very corrective here to the downside. Okay, so legends, what I'm trying to say over here is we could still be ranging for a little bit longer. We could still go down, we could still go up, we could still go down, we could still go up, and then you trade the range. Okay, you short the tops, you long the bottoms. Right, legends. Thanks for what you're doing so much. Educate on your channel. Much appreciated. Rudy, the last move down has invalidated an impulse scenario. Overlap first and fourth wave. Yes. Are we going to see the lows of 24th of June touched again? The lows of 24th of June. This. Yeah, definitely a possibility. Okay. This could... Legends, this, I mean, there are so many bearish scenarios over here. This could be a larger WXY, and then you have a WXY inside the WXY. Like, this thing can just really go crazy over here. So definitely there is a possibility where you can claim the lows and you can claim the highs once again. And then when you start drawing your fixed range profiles, let me show you guys here on the 4-hour. This is basically what can happen over here with this consolidation area. Okay, so look at this 4-hour over here. When I take a fixed range, here from the start up until the end. Now imagine this is the price action that we are in right now. You can deviate above, you can deviate below, you can deviate above, deviate below, but ultimately you are still inside a range, okay, without losing the lows and without going to higher levels. Hope that makes sense. Okay. Right. And for range traders, this is a paradise here at the moment. You guys have to remember that the market ranges for about 70% of the time, okay? And the market trends for about 30% of the time. Okay. And what is the difference? This is range. This is a ranging market. It's not going up, it's not going down. And what I mean by volatile, okay? This over here is a trending market. Okay, this is a trending market. This is a trending market, consolidation, trending market, consolidation, trending, long consolidation. This is where people get bored. This is where people stop trading. This is where people get frustrated inside of ranges. The one thing that I realized during my trading journey is that I used to make a lot of money with trending markets. Okay, that was my specialty, my one-line trend strategy. That's where I implement those strategies. One-line trend strategy, break of trend, bull flags. Like you make a lot of money when you have, well, I make a lot of money when we have a trending market. But then for 3 or 4 months, I have to sit on my hands and wait for the range to finish before we enter a trending market again. And then I had to learn new trading strategies. And inside the ranges like these, swing failure patterns are extremely powerful. This is where I use mostly swing failure patterns and range low and range high strategies. Inside here, I will, for example, use a lot of trend line strategies. So depending on what the market gives me, I can apply a different trading strategy. Okay. Right. I hope that makes sense. Okay. Thanks, Master. Pleasure. Using your trend line strategy right now on Solana on 15-minute time frame, waiting for the break alarm. Okay, question strategy. I will go and look at an altcoin in a moment. Right, legends. There's a couple of questions I would like to address here quickly, or comments that was made on my YouTube channels. The first one is someone made a comment. Let me just read it over here to say that when will you say that you were wrong about almost all the altcoins that you suggested from a long-term perspective? I think your followers followers deserve this at least. Okay, legends, let's go through that quickly. Okay, let's look at which is one of the ones. You guys know that I have my green list over here, okay? And I've often spoken about this green list, and yes, I've chopped and changed it a little bit, but some of the key culprits are still in here, like Atom. Okay, so when I zoom into the daily time frame, I just quickly want to tackle and address this question over here, okay? No one knows where the bottom and where the top is. Okay, that's why you have to have a plan, and you need to know where to take profits or why you're going to take profits if certain things happen, or take the long if certain things happens. Okay, so I mean, I don't remember exactly where I gave some of the calls from a spot back perspective, but I do remember saying that, you know, when you have impulses here to the upside and you have pullbacks, for me, these are buying opportunities, because I don't know where the bottom is. But I do know that if I've entered, okay, over here, and I enter over here, it drags my entry down, okay? And then I buy a little bit more over here. And I've always said I buy, and I'm not telling you what to do. This is what I'm doing with my personal account. And now again, I'm nibbling at Atom over here. Okay, it's still in my spot bags. It drags my entry down a little bit more. And even if we claim the bear market lows down here, guess what? Devil will be here buying. Because, legends, I clearly remembered what happened during 2018 and 19. Okay. Okay, let's go to Bitcoin. Not a lot of data there in Atom. Okay, on some of the favorite altcoins, legends, I remember. Do you guys remember 2018 and 19? For those of you that's been in the crypto for long, okay, I bought altcoins 2019. Okay, I bought altcoins. Yeah, this is where I started buying. Okay, I bought. Yeah. Okay, I bought. Yeah. and I bought a little bit here down at, not exactly at the bottom, but I knew that there was a bull cycle coming. I was preparing for the bull cycle. I was looking at the accumulation zones. You do not know where the bottom is, but all I know is dips were made for buying. Okay, and I kept on accumulating, and I was underwater. My portfolio looked like it, took a bloodbath, and everyone told me I'm absolutely crazy, but that's what you do from an investment perspective. I bought, even the tops over here, I bought, and then this happened. And this is what I'm preparing for. I am preparing for that over, where we are right now. Even with, when I look at Atom, we came from a brutal bear market to the downside. We had a wave. We have now another wave. And what you are ideally waiting for is, because you just never know, legends, is that when you look at a structure like this, let's zoom in here. And you have a massive pump here to the upside, massive pump here to the upside. And you take a fib from the low to the high, and you say, well, I've missed the pump. I've missed the pump, but I still want some atoms in my bag, for example, right? Then you start loading. You look at your fib levels and you say, okay, yes, if we can only, because now it looks like if you're not seeing this price action, if I reverse this price action, it just looks like it's going to go and go and go. And you're like, oh, crap, where do I buy? I don't want to miss that God candle here to the upside, because I know that altcoins can get very aggressive here to the upside. And then when we made the top and we started retracing, like we did, if I start playing the price action over here, or just cancel it. Where do I cancel this thing? Yes, When we started making the drop here to the downside, I knew I'm going to buy at the 382. I'm going to buy at the 50%. I'm going to buy at the 618, 786, even the 88, and where we are right now, almost here at the bottom. I will keep on buying because I'm building up a portfolio in anticipation, for that bull run here to the upside that everyone is expecting. And I will keep on buying and adding to my spot bags. Right, so I just wanted to address that comment over there. Then, what is happening over here? Right. Another comment that I wanted to address, someone made a comment to say, price is controlled, levels don't get respected. Legends, but what I don't understand about that comment is to say that, well, if price is controlled and levels are not expected, then why are we trading? And if every single level got respected 100%, no one would make money. Why? Because there would be no buyers and there would be no sellers. So you have to remember, trading is a game of competing against each other for each other's money. Someone might be longing, someone might be shorting. The short trader that loses his trade basically pays his money to the long trader that won the trade. So if every single level got respected every single time and everyone played the exact same level, there won't be a market. Candles won't go up and down. It will just go in one direction and there won't be any levels. So levels are also made to be broken. A daily level is made to be broken. It's about observing the price reaction and with good risk management entering a trade depending on what you see. Because I can tell you most trading strategies are successful. If you consistently apply good risk management and you stick to your rules, and you can even have that where I've often said that if you lose 6 trades out of 10, you lose 6 trades out of 10. This looks bad, but your risk to reward is 2 to 1. So with every trade that you lose 1%. So you will lose 6% of the 6 trades that you've lost. But if you win 4 trades at 2%, then you have 8%, which means that even when you're winning less trades, you are still a profitable trader and you are 2% in profit. Just wanted to make that clear. Right. So keep the comments coming in the comments over here, or after the stream you can make comments and I will go and answer it over here. Right, Legends, that is basically what I'm seeing over here on the price of Bitcoin. Legends, I just want to highlight still, I like to go through the bullish and the bearish scenarios over here. One thing that I wanted to show over here is where are my bearish scenario? There we go. Okay, we still have the WXY in play where the correction could be over, or we could still take the low. This WXY, okay, can still claim the low inside of the green box and gain momentum back to the upside. Okay, can still even SFP from this low over here. You SFP and then the WXY correction is still in play. A lot of people calling for $50,000, and I see a lot of thumbnails at the moment on YouTube, on Twitter, people calling for $50,000. They are looking at this scenario. Right, let me just clean this up. Sorry about it, Legends. My the brushes just went here all over the show. Right, I just want to clean this all up. Okay, everyone that's calling for $50,000 are looking at this scenario because they believe, okay, definitely a possibility. It has very strong probabilities of playing out because there's the least amount of mistakes with the structure is that we are still making a simple A, B, C correction here to the downside. And yes, you could still have a pump here. You could still have a pump and then come down for the C wave, which is a three-wave structure, definitely. Okay, everyone is calling for this area over here. First stop, $54,000. Second stop, $50,000. If we lose this area, we're most likely coming down to $44,000. So this scenario can still definitely play out where a lot of people are waiting for the liquidity to be grabbed below these lows for continuation back to the upside. But I've also learned in the market, and let me know what you guys think. I've also learned in the market when everyone is waiting for a level, okay, you're most likely going to front run it. Okay, I remember when we were trading at, what was it, $16,000? Where were we? The lows of the bear market. I remember very clearly when we were over here, $15,000, 500. Everyone was calling for $10,000. Everyone, we're going to $10,000. Okay, we're going to $10,000. Here's $10,000. The world was so bearish when we reached this area over here after the FTX collapse. Okay, we're going to $10,000. We're going to $10,000. And then we had the start of the bull market. Okay, well, the start of a massive momentum here to the upside. I'm not sure if I can classify it as a bull market, but I mean, the fact that we've claimed all-time highs definitely tells me it's the start of something. Right, doesn't that just remind you guys that everyone is calling for $50,000 and perhaps we won't get it? Okay, and if we do get there, we have a plan. We know what to do. We know that we have an Elliott wave scenario that's potentially still intact from a bullish perspective. So I can imagine when we get down here, how bearish the world is going to be. The world is going to be extremely bearish. But because you guys are here and you're listening to myself and Andy, you know, okay, A, B, C, this is potentially a great load up zone. Okay, this is a special. Okay, we want to buy the specials in the market over here, and then you're going to get that massive momentum here to the upside to continue the bull run. Okay, so I want price to come down here, but there's a big side of me that says we could potentially front run this idea. Okay, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Right, Legends. I was also looking at. Okay, before I go into this, let me go read through some comments over here. Using your Solana, someone wanted to use Solana as an example, or just go and lose the one-line trend strategy over there. Okay, let me go. Yeah, Solana. Let's see, Solana. I have you here somewhere. I used to have you here somewhere. Solana. Am I going to have to? Legends, I just have too many altcoins here on the list, and I keep them there when someone requests an altcoin request. Okay. Right, so let's look at the 12-hour. Let's see where we are. I do see this momentum line. Okay, nice little fake out. Okay, potentially even from here. Okay. I'm trying to see the trend that you are talking about. Your trend line strategy lines allowed a 15-minute time frame. Okay, that's what I was looking for. 15-minute time frame. Let's see what is cooking over here. Okay, very steep trend. Very steep trend. Legends, I'm looking for an example over here. Okay, I really like trends that has waves inside of it. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to explain it properly. Okay, look at this momentum here to the downside. Okay, you have waves, a wave, a wave, a wave. Okay, and then you can draw like a nice little trend line. Okay, you had a breakout, you grinded against the trend line, and then you continued and another fake out you to the downside. You could have then adjusted your trend line. Okay, never be scared to adjust your trend line based on the price action that you see. But I like the wave. Okay, then when I look at price action like this, it's very steep to the downside. So definitely you could have a break of trend. Okay, but what I often see happen with steep trend lines like this, when you have a steep trend line like this, that actually looks more valid. Okay, but when you have a steep trend line like this and you see, okay, this looks like a breakout, a retest for continuation to the upside, definitely a trading opportunity, but you have to take a fib from the low to the high. And usually the 0.382 is a great profit taking area if you have a steep trend line like this, because what often happens is price does this and it smacks back down. And then you go and you see, oh, this is a better trend because now you have a wave. Okay, you have a wave, a wave, and a wave. I'm not sure how better to explain it. That's often what happens. And then people say trend line strategies don't work because it broke out and it smacked back down. Okay, it's just because the trend has not formed properly yet. I call this the A point and I call this the B point. I don't see a B point here. I only see a A point. Okay, and perhaps this is the better trend to use when I start connecting these dots here on top. Okay, it almost tells me that there could be a rejection area if we move up here. I do see this as a potential rejection area where these wicks kind of make sense here at the moment, but I'm waiting for the B point to form. Okay, right, legends, I hope that makes sense. Smash up the like button for the education over here, right? Smash up the like. Hope you guys are enjoying the education. I meant Solana on 15-minute. This is Solana, isn't it? I'm on Solana on the 15-minute. Right. Cool. Yes, remember everyone calling for 10K. Yes, Tristan, I remember everyone calling for 10K. And I also remember everyone during the previous bull cycle calling for $100,000. Plan B. Do you guys remember Plan B during the previous bull cycle? 100K, 100K, 100K. Everyone was 100K, 100K. We're going to 100K. 100K is still not here. Okay. Now everyone's calling for 50K, 50K, 50K. I'm not saying that we're not going to get it, legends. I'm just saying there's a lot of people calling for 50K at the moment. Okay. Right, legends. Just want to check something here. That is all I have time for today. I said I'm going to keep the live stream a little bit shorter today. I hope you guys enjoyed the alpha over here. Thanks for joining. I appreciate every single one of you. Smash up the like, hit subscribe for future notifications. Remember, if you want to join our Legends Trading community, go click on the first link down in the description. And as always, my favorite exchange that I'm currently using here is Bluffin. Up to 80K bonus, no KYC required. I know that 𝗞𝗄𝗍 started KYCing at the moment. So if you want an alternative, come and support the channel. Click on the link, sign up with an email and a password. I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers for now.